The first house in astrology is one of those that I think a lot of people get a little bit confused, so I want to dive into it. My name is Reilly X. I am a professional astrologer, and I help my clients understand their astrology and their human design so they can live more fulfilling lives. The first house, and speaking from a Placidus perspective, the first house really starts with your rising sign. This is where your first house energy begins, where you understand your personality, you understand really how you show yourself off to the world. This is where some people think it's a mask, but it's not necessarily a mask in the fake sense. It's more so a mask in the way that when you're putting on your makeup, or you're putting on, you're dressing up your avatar. That's kind of the energy, right? Me doing little space buns is a huge part of me being a Gemini rising and loving to have playful accessories. So what do you have going on in your first house? What is your rising sign? That's really important. What other planets or placements do you have going on? I actually have my South Node in my first house. So this is one of those things that when I ask astrologers, they're like, I don't even know how to put that together, because the South Node is your past. It's something that you're supposed to let go of, but the first house is your personality, right? Once you understand the first house is really how you see yourself. The first house is self-understanding, it's self-expression. And for me, a huge part of understanding myself is accepting my past and not necessarily feeling drowned out by it and not feeling like I have to let it go and it's too scary to look at, but to realize my past is a huge part of who I am, and being able to show up in that energy of trusting who I was is good enough and who I am today is good enough too. So what do you have in your first house? Do you have your Venus in your first house? Are you a true lover, wearing your heart on your sleeve and just going out there and loving on everybody you see? Do you have your Mars in your first house? Are you somebody who will fight for your right to party or whatever it is that you want to do? Are you someone that's really intense and always about taking action? Understanding your first house is a huge step to understanding yourself and having more love for the person you are today. If you need more help with this, you can book a session with me at rxtarot.com.